Yo, no way. No way. Hi. I'm so I'm SolarLune, and I've been streaming for an hour and 20 minutes, but I forgot to go live. That's insane, dude. Oh my gosh. I started the stream at like 9:10. Like I started the stream at 9, with the waiting period and everything. And then for the past hour and 20 minutes I've been like talking to the camera. It's been on. OBS has been like streaming to YouTube. My microphone has been on. I've been live, dude. I was like, why isn't anyone talking? But I was like, all right, well maybe, just there's no one talking. Oh my gosh, dude! I literally have been streaming just to no one for an hour and 20 minutes. I should have known, like, when there's no chat messages whatsoever. Usually somebody's like, "Hello." Oh my gosh, there's been people waiting, but it showed as concurrent viewers on YouTube. Like, it showed as people, like, I guess that's just it should change it so that it says concurrent, like, waiters or something, people waiting, something, so that you get a visual indication that, like, it's not you're not live. Yo, I'm cracked. My mind is cracked, bro. I've been streaming to nobody for like an hour and a half. That's insane. I like, my willpower is so broken, dude. All right, it's not that big of a deal. Welcome to the stream. My name is Josiah. Well, yeah, hi, my name is Josiah, but I'm also SolarLune. I'm an independent game developer and the creator of MasterPlan. Yeah. Hello, everybody. Sorry for going live an hour and 20 minutes late. In my defense, I was an idiot. Man, dude, I don't even know what to say, bro. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what, like, I don't even, like, do I go for another hour? I was gonna end at 11 because that was 2 hours. That was a couple hours. I just go for a couple hours. Uh, Dang, man, I don't even know what to say. All right, I got some water. I'm stretching. Back cracking. We got music going. Let's just go. Let's just keep going. Let's keep going. Yeah, that's insane. I can't even, like, comprehend how that happened. Oh man. All right. Hold on. Yeah, that's an oof. That's an oof. That's okay. So for those who are joining the stream fresh because you're bound by the limits of physical space and you cannot see what I am not going live with, we improved the image card. So basically, now we have a nice little line that runs across the width of the well, okay. There's a couple of things. We have a nice little line that goes across editable text, so you can know basically, like, oh, I can edit this text, firstly. Secondly, and I probably should kick that over a little bit. Secondly, we fixed up some bugs and stuff with the image file path, so now it's like a nice area that you can click pretty much anywhere and edit, which is cool. yeah, so just some file image file stuff. Nothing too much. Lucretius says, "What's up, Solar? I have been streaming for an hour and a half, roughly, like since 9:30, and I had no idea. I just straight up had no idea. I was streaming since 9:30, since 9, and like talking and everything, but I didn't go live. So that's what's up. Is I've been talking to myself for an hour and a half, thinking that there were people watching and there was no one watching because I wasn't live. So that is how my day is starting. But we're still getting stuff done. I'm thinking about Monster Hunter a lot right now for some reason. I want to go back to Monster Hunter Rise and try other weapons. I have had it for a while and played through the story mode, and it was a lot of fun. But I'd like to go back and play some more. So that's now that my will is broken. That's where my mind is at. Is like, man, I should have just played Monster Hunter, bro. I shouldn't have even streamed. I should have just been like, I'm not feeling it today. But we got some stuff done. That's the upside. We got some stuff done, so that's good. So yeah, images are now better. Lucretia says, did you click record instead of stream? Nah, I have OBS running, and I started streaming, but I didn't click go live in YouTube. In YouTube, it shows concurrent viewers, and it shows like the data that you would expect to see, except for the bar graph, the little analytics moving data point. But it shows like concurrent viewers. It shows that information. So I thought I was live this entire time. Like this for the past hour and 20 minutes. I was like, I'm live. Like I'm looking at it. But no one was chatting, and I was like, okay, well maybe it's just because I announced it too late. That's fine. That was not the case. So anyway, it's an interesting day so far. My mind is broken, and yet I'm still like ready to keep working, and yet I wish to stop in like 30 minutes, and yet that's not enough time for a stream. So I gotta keep streaming. So we'll see how this goes. This is a heck of a day already, but we'll see how this goes. So oh, I see. Yeah, that's why. All right. So yeah, we'll see how we can get this to work. So yeah, this little underline is annoying. We might disable it on cards that have editable text. Like this, it works well here. It's okay here. Well, it's not even really necessary on any of the cards because we can highlight them. But or maybe we should just highlight them with the underline. No, because you wouldn't be able to really. I gotta see. I gotta see how I want to approach this, because fundamentally we want to be able to see, that you can edit this text, for example, that you can click anywhere in here. Maybe the right way to do it is to change the highlight color to be something else, because currently it's the menu color, this, which is why you can't see it when I'm hovering over this. So if this was a different color, like I don't know what color it would be. Like this color works for this, but it doesn't work for this. Although it's not working here either. That's interesting. Oh, also, sorry if you're looking for, like, if your eyes were like blinded by switching to light theme there. I gotta test this out. Why is this not? I mean, honestly, that doesn't look too bad. It wouldn't look too bad. Maybe if we just cut the rectangle off, if we cut the line off, made it a little bit short. Yeah, that might do it. Let's just make it so it doesn't go all the way to the end. We can do that here. Let's just make it a little bit short. Yeah, that kind of works. Yeah, it kind of works. Okay. I don't like this like cool gray background. Let's go with something like that. It's a little too bright. Alright, can we get maybe a lower grid color? 190, 200, 210, something like that. Yes, that's better. So that does work. Alright, this is feeling better and better. Oops. This was literally my face when I realized I wasn't streaming, dude. Right here. I was just like, oh my god. Oh my gosh. Just like, what? It's just like, I was like, what? I was like, what? Geek Hunger, hello, welcome to the stream. was like, bruh, you have to be kidding me. You must. You simply must be kidding me. Cool. All right, so this is better. That's better. Sean Passarelli says, "What's up? Hello." You can go back to the beginning of the stream to see how I'm doing. You can go back and watch just for like a minute, just for like 40 seconds or a minute or two, just a very short time. Go back to the beginning, watch it, and then you can catch back up. All right. Anyway, all right. Let's see. Editable text. Underline, no longer stretches. Style. Okay, so now that we're done with that, the next thing we're gonna do is implement. Where's, do I need this anymore? There we go. Yeah, next thing we're gonna do is try to implement this clipboard package. This clipboard package, which should be able to, oh, that's cool. Which should be able to, 23 days, yeah, that's nice. To basically allow us to copy and paste text from the clipboard, but also to copy and paste PNG encoded images, which is very nice. Sean says, better than going live on accident, I guess. Yeah. I guess. Like, I suppose you're correct. Yeah, it could be worse. Man, where did I use the clipboard? Just here, okay. So we're gonna replace this clipboard that we already have, which is a Toto's clipboard, which is a very good, nice clipboard. Wait. Yeah, it's a very nice clipboard module, package rather. But it only does text string, and it also requires Xclip or Excel on Linux, which I'm not sure if that's the case with this clipboard, Golang design. And I'm not even sure. Let's see, hold on. Dependency Linux requires X11. Okay. Alright, that's cool. Lib X11, Xorg, dev, or lib X11 devel. Okay, got it. Control Shift print screen puts it into your clipboard. Are you serious? Yo, what? Like for real? Can I get something that would read that? Yo, this is sick. Okay. That's sick. 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 That's sick. All right, that's sick. That's actually sick. Okay, so here's the thing we're gonna do. First, we're going to use this clipboard package. So we have to go to our Go mod. Well, I guess we don't have to do this actually. We can just go to the only places where we use this package, which I believe. It's just in GUI. Yeah, we don't use it here. Okay. So we're gonna instead replace this with this one. And then also we are going to use it. It looks like it just uses clipboard write and read. So we're going to use clipboard.read. We want to do this. We would like to read, and it needs a format. Oh, we're writing. Here we go. We're writing. We need a format, and it needs a buff. Wait. Hold up. Right. So it needs clipboard.text. And it says what it needs here. What does it need here? Write writes a given buffer to the clipboard in a specified format. Write returned as receive only channel that can receive an empty struct as a signal, which indicates the clipboard has been overwritten from this write. Buff. Oh, it's just a byte slice. Okay. Something like that should work. Can I convert runes to bytes? Can you convert? So convert a slice of runes to a string, and then convert that string to a slice of bytes. Okay. All right. Now we're gonna read. We wish to read in text format. It just returns byte. Read returns this chunk of bytes from clipboard data if if it is present in the desired format T presents. Oh, okay. If it presents in the desired format T presents, otherwise it returns nil. Okay, got it. So there's no error. It's just going to be something like text. It's going to be a string. There's no error here. All right, so that should work. Dummy account says, "Sup, what are you working on today?" I'm working on MasterPlan. I'm working on MasterPlan, which is... Oh, here we go. We have to fix this too. Which is a... for those who are... for those who joined the stream right now, when... For anyone who's joining the stream just now, go back to the beginning of my stream and just watch for like 30 seconds or a minute, so you can see why I'm like, my morale is dead. My spirit to continue has broken. But I'm working on MasterPlan, which is a project planning software for indie game development, basically. That's what it is. It's like an idea board and mood board. It's very useful, in my opinion. Okay, so we have to fix this. So we're gonna we need to write clipboard.text, and it needs to be a sequence of bytes, like so. All right, so that should kind of get us where we need to go. Let's see if it works. Immediately crunched. Let's see. Panic channel struct. Oh, whoops. It doesn't return an error. Write writes a given buffer to the clipboard in a specified format. Write returns a receive-only channel that can receive an empty struct as a signal. Okay, so in other words, we don't really care if it like does, if we know that it wrote, because yeah, we don't really care. I don't think. So I don't believe. So we'll just say clipboard.write, like so, and then we will do it the same way over here. At least for now. I can change this later as necessary, but I think this should be fine. All right. So copy. Cool. Clipboard. Cool. So this does work. Very nice. So that works. Now, the real reason, or one of the real reasons we're doing this, is so that you can paste things from your clipboard into your plan. Now, the way for that to work is basically when we paste an image Let me think about the right way to do this. When we paste an image, we could store it into a temporary file on your computer and then read it from there, but that probably won't work. I mean, well, it will work, but that probably won't be a great option, because if we do approach it from that direction, like, we'll still have to save it somehow to the plan, right? The plan file. Eboat write says hello. But yeah, we have to save it somehow. So we can save it directly in the plan, or we can save it in a folder, because otherwise, when you save your plan that has a screenshot, it won't save. Like, you know, it'll just be an empty image. So we have to basically determine a way to maybe like mark a resource as being, for example, a screenshot. So what's the most simple way to do this? I guess if we could have a resource that let me think. All right, let's try something like this. I'm still thinking. Hold on. Absolt says, hello, SolarLune, hello. And I'm not sure if I said hello to Eboat right. I believe I did, but hi. Hi, I'm scrambled. My gray matter up here is turning bright white. I'm thinking. And I'm trying to... Yeah, I think I'm thinking, and it's going a little slow, but that's okay. Because the core problem here is that we need to be able to save the screenshot, or save data, screenshots for example, to the plan somehow. The brain is crisping up nicely, yeah. Absolt is crisping up nicely, very nicely. Let's see. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. Because I can't really think of another kind of simple way to do this. I'm going to implement this thusly. When you hold, I had a similar feature in the previous version of MasterPlan, where if you hold Control and V, you'll paste, for example, a card. In the overview. If you press Control C, you'll copy a card. If you press Control V, you'll paste the card, right? Like that. Now, if you press Control Shift V, you'll paste whatever you have from your system clipboard into the plan as a card. So I'll take advantage of that to basically be the entrance to pasting screenshots, because otherwise I don't want it to happen if you just press Control V, because otherwise, like, why is it that you can, for example, copy text to your clipboard, Control V, basically doesn't work that way. But if you copy an image, Control V now suddenly pastes in a screenshot. That doesn't really make sense. So Control Shift V makes more sense, because we can, say for example, oh, you're pasting in text, you're pasting in a file path, for example, you're pasting in something outside of MasterPlan. So we'll start with that. So let's do the hard part first, I guess, which is going to page.go, going to handle dropped files, and we're just going to do it like this. External paste. Okay, so this is this. That's handled there. Where's project? Global shortcuts. The bird has been the bird has been charged. It says hello, yo Solar, hello, hi. How are you doing today? We need Soldier of revived. I agree. I would love to revive Soldier of. For those who don't know, Soldier of it's on my YouTube channel. It's on the channel on which you're watching this. But if you look into the playlists section, scroll down to like one of the first 5 playlists. Soldier of was a game I was working on. It was basically a 3D Zelda-like game where you take on an army of incoming like alien robots, and in a destroyed city. So that was, and it was like Game Boy Color graphics, like Game Boy Color kind of aesthetic. But it was 3D, so the characters were 2D sprites, and they faced the camera, and it was a 3D world. I would love to revive Soldier of. I think that was, or Valkian as it became. That's probably what it's called in my YouTube channel, Valkian. But yeah, I would love to give it a shot. I think that it would be a lot of fun, and I'd like to kind of revisit it and see if I can bring it back. Yeah, I think that it could work really well. Alright, so this should kind of get us paste. Wait, paste. Let's not paste. Alright. Jacob Field says, yeah, I remember it as Valkian. Yeah. The bird says, nice, rock on, man. Got lots of inspiration from it and your earlier work. Crazy, it's been like a decade now. BGE days for the win. Yeah. Blender, man. Blender, bro. Blender was a lot of fun. For those who don't know, again, Blender used to have a game engine integrated directly into the editor. It was not necessarily technically great. It didn't export to Android or iOS or web or anything like that. It was basically purely just for desktop usage. Although there was some ability to play blend files on the web, that wasn't part of the engine. But the engine was unparalleled in terms of like usability and ease of use, because everything was right there, where your editor, that you're using to make your 3D models and stuff, was also where you move stuff around and change your physics options and everything. It was like having like the most seamless possible integration between Blender and Unity, or Blender and Godot, something like that. The engine itself wasn't great, but the usability was so high, it was so easy, and it also used Python as scripting. So it was a really great engine. Like the concept behind it was fantastic, and there was other projects that came along, that I worked on or other people worked on between when they announced basically that the BGE was being removed from Blender and now, but nothing really quite took off. I tried BDX, or I was a proponent of BDX. I worked on it. It was a lot of fun. I think that it served a really good purpose and it worked really well. It didn't really take off though. And then we have, in the interim, Godot came along and was more, performant, and it's doing really well in terms of like, supporting more platforms and stuff like that. Unity is, prolific and other things, but the BGE was just like, it was so much fun. Absolt says, pasting text in as a cart, that's brilliant. Thanks. Yeah, it's a cool idea. I had it where you could paste in like even, well, I probably can implement that as well, actually. So we're working on this. Re-implement pasting cards as checkboxes. Okay. Yeah, so it used to be in the previous version of MasterPlan that you could copy something like this. Actually, I might be able to just demo it real quick for you. But yeah, if you copy something like this, like a list of checkboxes, essentially, like tasks, just a text list, you can paste it in, and it would become individual tasks. It doesn't work right now because these are like this. It needs to be like that. There we go. Yeah. So like that's a cool little feature. So you can be like, okay, here's some things I need to do in text, and then when you're done or whatever, you can then copy it over to MasterPlan and just be like bonk, and now here's all the cards or tasks in the old version of MasterPlan. In the new one, it will work the same. Maybe so that you can also have these little dashes or something like that, so it's not too onerous. Epsalt says, I've noticed in my copy-paste career that some copy text retains its format in the clipboard and some text doesn't. Okay. Interesting. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know. Maybe it's good if we could kind of do something about that. Not sure yet what we will do, but it's good to know. Okay, so now we should be getting basically a little signal when this gets called when we press Control-Shift-V by default. And so what we want to do is read the data from the clipboard. So the bird says, took a peek at the repo, not seeing the plan files. What are those? Weird icon. Weird icon? Ignore that saw one. Saw? I'm not sure what you mean. In the repo, there should be a big red G says hello. Hello. In the repo, there should be yo, that's me. Recent pushes, that's me. Loy says hello as well. Hello. But in the repo, there should be. Oh yeah, I don't have any plans in here. I just have the to-do plan. I have additional ones. I saw to-do plan in the repo. My bad. Yeah, I just have the to-do list. That's old. I don't have any of the little demo plans. I really should commit those because that's useful for testing things out. Yeah, I don't really have too many plans in here. I have a couple. I need to really commit all of them because they could all be useful when testing things out. Don't let us distract you. All right. Sorry about that. I should, try to get cracked, or not get cracked. Get cracking. Get cracking. All right. So we're handling the external pasting process. So we get a signal from Control-Shift-V. We now need to read what clipboard has to say. We don't know what format it's going to be, so I guess we can try both text and image and then see what we get. So we'll say image is clipboard read clipboard.format image, and then let's print that out. Something like this. Okay. Alright, something like this should be basically what we are expecting. Alright, so now when... Oh. Interface is int, not float. It looks like the font size. What? That's weird. That's weird. Why did it crash? Interface is int, not float. Why would it be an integer if I'm loading it from JSON, and JSON spec is that there's no such thing as an integer? Kind of like, you know, any JSON number I think is just a float when we read it through GJSON, I believe. Let's see, load. Okay, get string deserialize properties, deserialize for each set raw value.value. Yeah, float 64 for JSON numbers. Let's see, number t.num. Okay, well, it's weird. I have no idea why that happened. To be honest, I don't know. I didn't do anything that would create that interaction. All right, so let's try this again. So we have this boots up. So we go to this. We copy Control Shift V. So this is the text. Loaded font.set kernings. We have this entire thing here. Then we also have the possibility of using an image. So let's try that. All right, so we have the PNG encoded image data. Cool. So what we're gonna do with the image specifically is we can probably do image dot. Can I get some autocomplete? I know image exists. Give me the image package, please. All right, let me see, hold on. All right, well, let's not do anything. Let me restart. I think VS Code might be like messed up. Back at it again. In Krispy Kreme. All right, there we go. So I think there's a way to decode. We'll need a reader though. Wait. Formatted okay, well, I'm gonna need PNG. Or maybe I could just use that. Let's see. Alright, so this won't work, obviously. Or not obviously, but it won't work here. Like this, we'll have to make it a reader. Absolut says, why did you say that Control-Shift-V is the new shortcut? Because it can't be Control-V, because Control-V pastes cards. So you copy cards, you know, in MasterPlan, you can paste it in MasterPlan. But if you have something in your clipboard, you can paste that in using Control-Shift-V. Because that's just, it's not too much different from Control-V. It's pretty similar. So I need to make an IO reader to decode the PNG data. So let's see, we can copy buffer. Copy buffer is saved to the provided buffer rather than allocating a temporary one at buffer. No, okay. So I might want copy. I need some method to basically. Absolut says yes. Now I get it. Okay, good. Do I need a writer or a reader? I think I need a reader, right? This is supposed to read, yeah. read all. Read at least, read full. Or oh, wait. Multi-reader. Maybe what I need to do. Read. Okay, so a reader is just an interface that has read with byte and returns in int and an error. Or do I, can I get a writer? Write string. Because this is just return bytes. Just returns bytes. Read all, read at least, read full. Byte reader, interface that read byte. Let's see. Limit reader. Huh. What I don't want to have to do is do this myself if I don't have to. I need something that turns bytes into a reader. Let's see, let me look this up. Let's see what Stack Overflow has to say. In my project, I have a byte slice from request to response. This works, but if I want to get the body, how do I convert? To get a type that implements reader from a byte slice, you can use bytes.newReader. Okay. There we go. Okay. So bytes.newReader reads the image. And I think it needs to. Oh no, it doesn't. Okay. Alright, let's give that a shot. Now after that, what we need to do is create a new card of image type. It needs to be an image. Oh, we already did that. And then also now here's the thing. Pardon me. What I'm thinking is that we could just like make a special field that we maybe pass an image directly to. If we decode the image here, we end up with an image.image. Can we log locals? Log error. But yeah, I'm thinking that we could just like directly pass the image to the image contents to display, so that we don't have to worry about like I'm trying to think, hold on. We'll have to see, here's the thing. We need to find a way to encode the data, like encode the image in some appreciable way, because we don't want this giant, like, you know, super lengthy sequence of bytes. We want it to be like short in some way. We need to encode it, and I don't think we can encode it that easily. Let's see, image. So we have add, we have bounds, okay. Can we create a surface from an image? We can do it from pixels. Let's see. We can create a texture from a surface. So I guess we could write to the image either way. I guess we could create a surface and then create a texture from the surface, or we could create a texture and then just write on it directly. Not sure which of those we would rather do. Guess it would be easier to I guess they're kind of the same. I guess it's easier to just do it this way. The width of the, well actually hold on, STL and format. Can I get RG? Bruh. Can I get RGB please? RGBA. We're going to need to, we don't need to render to it. The width will be image bounds dx and dy. We will not accept an error. We'll just assume that it worked because why wouldn't it? At least for now. So we can update it with pixels. I guess that's really what we're going to be doing. So, but it takes bytes. So can we just pass in the bytes from clipboard image? That's the sequence of bytes. Yeah, we can. So we can just pass it in, assuming that it should work. We're going to pass nil for the rectangle because I believe that basically is the same as specifying the entire rectangle. Let me double check that to see if, yep, update the entire texture with nil. It's going to be clipboard image, and then the pitch. Let me take a look at that. What's the pitch? The number of bytes in a row of pixel data, including padding between lines. The number of bytes in a row of pixel data. Does that mean the number of... Wait, in a row of pixel data? The number of bytes in a row of pixel data. Okay, so that's gonna be 4, or I guess 8 times 4 channels times dx, is that right? Let's see. Then maybe we can pass it directly to contents for display. I'm trying to think, maybe the easier way to do this would be to write the data out to a file and then just put it on the disk in the temporary directory. Like we put it in the, we save it in the plan as a property, but then we read it. We read it to the disk, like we write it to the disk. I can't think of, I mean, because otherwise we're going to be creating this texture. Like we want to limit this as much as possible. We don't want to do this like every so often. Well, let's see if we can get it to work first. Let's see if we can get it to work first. Because there's going to be other problems that we run into, I'm almost positive. For now, we're just going to say like, if we write it out to it, yeah, let's try this. Let's try this. So if we have the bytes, let's try it this way. Trying to see what we can do here, how we can write this to the disk. I'm not sure if we can just write it directly to the disk. Maybe we can. So let's try that first. Let's try writing it to the disk. So we can just say like OS open. Oh, open. PNG test. PNG. Okay, let's try that first. Because if we write it to the disk, then we can encode it as a property, a string. And then when we load the property, we can say, oh, this is like one of those images. Let's go ahead and write it to the disk as a temporary file. That way we don't have to really like think too hard about it. That's an idea. Let's try it. Let's try it. So Control Shift, what is that? PNG test. Yo, it worked. Okay. All right. So then this isn't as horrible as I thought it would be. Yeah, it's here. Okay. All right, it's working. Okay, cool. That was actually really simple. So if we write it out to a temporary file, which we can nab through resources. So we want to basically generate a temporary we need a temporary file name. Okay. I think, is there another temporary? No. I thought there was a temporary something or other. Isn't there a temp create temp? Okay, that's what I'm looking for. All right, so we're gonna go back to page. We're gonna write it out to create temp. It will be in the MasterPlan temporary directory. Wait, hold on. So it's gonna be this, joining the temporary directory with MasterPlan, and then the pattern. Let's see. If the pattern includes a star, the random string replaces the last star. It is the caller's responsibility to remove the file when it is no longer needed. Okay. The file name is generated by taking the pattern and adding a random string to the end. If the pattern includes a star, the random string replaces the last star. Okay, I see. So then we probably want something like screenshot underscore star, let's say, for now. This creates, yeah, return error. If there's nil, then okay, otherwise we wish to write it out there. Then we want to do this stuff where we create an image. Can we defer this? There's no flush. Sync. Okay, we want to sync definitely after writing because we want it to be available for the image. Okay, so let's see, contents dot. Or wait, we don't actually have to do this. We can say card dot properties. Let's see. F.name. Alright, so let's see if this actually gets us kind of where we're trying to go. It did not. Let's see. Let's see. Yo, there's a little, there it is. Alright, we're getting there, so the name would be great if it was like .png. Do that. And then also, I guess it needs to be loaded. Something like that, and then also, yo, let's go. Alright, so that's working. Now what we need to do is to be able to basically know that this resource let me hold on. Yeah, next we need to know that this resource is like a temporary file, so we can delete it afterward. Then also we need to know that it's a temporary, like not a temporary file, but a screenshot, so that we can save it in the properties thing. I guess actually we don't have to do that explicitly. We can just set it. We can say car.properties.get. This is going to be like clipboard image. And then set it to be, actually this would be like better done when serializing, I guess. No, this is fine, I think. Alright, so we're setting it to be clipboard image dot, well, let's just try that for now. Okay, so we go Control Shift print screen. We grab, let's say, this over here and paste it in. So this is a screenshot of my file thing over on my left. So that's good. So that works. Now let's say we save it. Testing, saving, screenshots. And now here's the clipboard image. Now this is a massive thing here. There's a couple things that come to mind. One is we probably want to save it raw. Two is this isn't going to work, I think. Like this specific implementation. Testing, saving screenshots. How big is it? It's 94 kilobytes. The actual image is probably like tiny in comparison. It is 12. Yeah, so we definitely need to do something else. Let's try setting it raw so that we don't like I don't know what you would call it. Like we don't examine it. We don't parse it, I guess you could say. All right, we place it. Did it replace it? I guess it did. Okay. What do we got here? 47 kilobytes. Yeah, that definitely needs to be smaller. Set raw clipboard image. It's a sequence of bytes. Can I convert it to a string? That might be a good idea. Let's try that. That might be what it's doing already, though, I guess. Yeah, we gotta convert it to something else. It'd be great if it was just a sequence of numbers, because then it wouldn't have all of this additional like slash u001a slash n slash u000. Yeah, it should just be a sequence of numbers, I think. Can I convert it? Let's see. Can I do something like this? Can I convert a clip to bits? Let's see, I don't want to do this. We can't save it like this. This is too big. Right? Like we can't save it like that. I don't think we can save it like that. Can we? Set raw. Alright, so we're setting the data. Oh, that's not doing what I think it's doing. Never mind. There's something else that we need to do. What we want to do is... I'm not sure why it's saving... Well, I guess it has to save somehow. But why isn't it saving as just numbers? It could just save as numbers in a slice, right? Let's see. Let's try it this way. Yeah, we want this. These just like numbers, I feel like. Maybe? Maybe that's what we want? Testing. Let's see. Well, now it's just a super long sequence of numbers. But is it smaller? No. Wait, it's not? 182.6 kilobytes. I need a... Hold on. Okay, so let's try this. So let's say we don't do it this way. Let's say instead we just store it directly. .32 kilobytes. Okay, so this is smaller. This is smaller than storing it as numbers. Okay. So then maybe we should just do it this way. I mean, it's not ideal, definitely, but it's not that heavy. How big is the actual example? 8.4 kilobytes. That's a pretty hefty difference. 400%. That's not ideal. How can we... Let me look it up. Storing PNGs. How do they think you should? Let's see. Encode it. Right. Like, I can't just encode it as PNG because it's already encoded as PNG. There's no encoding to be done there. Would base 64? Butler says, I thought base 64 increases size. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm just thinking of basically ways to cut down space by minimum 33%. Yeah, I could believe that. Definitely. I'm just thinking, like, if we have data, right? Which is, well, I guess there's no reason to... Yeah, we have this data. How can we get this to be smaller? Maybe it's not possible to be smaller. This is already... This is a text... representation of the data. Could I represent it as like a bit string or something? Alright, here's what we're gonna do. I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm just gonna leave it the way it is. So, and once we get it working, then we can figure out how we want to deal with it later. Okay, so we have the clipboard image being set here. It's massive, but that's just the way it is. Wait, this is gonna like really flood. Ooh, yeah, this is gonna be a pain. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. Instead of saving the clipboard image like this, we're gonna set clipboard image to be true. That will let us know that basically when we go to let's see, Butler Studio says, yeah, it's weird that you are storing the raw bytes in a file and they are greater than the original file. Maybe it's the new line characters in the byte array. Yeah, now that I'm looking at it, I don't think we want to do it this way, because the way that our undo system works, as you recall, if you recall, we're serializing the data. So basically the file path, but then also the clipboard image, like all of this would be serialized. So whenever you move the you know, this little, whenever you move this screenshot around, it's like serializing each time all of that data. We don't want to do that. Since the data has already been pushed to disk, we can just use the file path. We don't need the clipboard image data. We only need the clipboard image data when we are serializing the card, or rather serializing the project. Then we can loop through the resources and say, oh, this is like, you know, a clipboard image, or basically this image. I guess we could just say save image. We can, you know, check to see if the card has save image true, and if so, grab the file path and then smush it into our plan. So that way we don't have to actually save it in the middle of the plan. We only have to save the actual save it when you're saving the project entirely. So that's better. That's a better solution. We'll say save image. Yeah, that should be a better solution. And the files will exist on disk until... Oh, we have to remove this stuff from MasterPlan, from the temporary directory. I forgot about that. I guess we don't have to. Well, I mean, I guess you kind of have to, right? That's kind of what the point of the temporary directory is. It gets wiped, but should I remove files from temp as a developer? I know the answer is yes, but like, yeah. There's no standard and no common rules. In most OSs, the files in the temporary folder will pile up automatically after some time. Okay. Well, yeah. Alright, so only save on the load. Yeah, I already know that we have to delete the files in the temporary directory, so we have to keep track of which files get downloaded and stuff. Which I think is, yeah, this is done in the resources, isn't it? or we're not doing anything with it, but I think destroy, resource, destroy, delete. Let's see. Response temp file bool. True. So we now can know which resources are temporary files. Resource. Let's see. Resource main. Resource. Oh, I see what I'm doing wrong. Do I use this anywhere? I do not. Okay. Yeah, I can't do that. Anyway. Alright, so we're looping through, we're destroying all the resources. I guess we can just do it like this. If resource.temp file, then os.remove resource.local file path. So that's that. Then we go to here. So this is So we want the file. This is a temp file. How do we know it's a temp file? I guess just if. How do we know it's a temp file like this? Oh, I see. Okay, so we're writing out the image, setting the file path. Okay, so we'll do it like this. Globals.resources.get f .name dot temp file equals true. Okay, so this lets us know it's a temporary file that needs to be destroyed. When the project is, or rather, after all this, globals.project destroy, globals.resource bank, resources.destroy. All right. Okay, so it only, right. Okay, so let's see if this works. We're going to delete all the stuff in the temporary folder for master plan. We're going to, oh, Butler Studio says, can you play the song from Ikuya during the rain scene? I love that song. And thank you for the $5. Really do appreciate it. Sure. Like, you can just ask, by the way. Like, don't feel like you have to donate money for me to change the music. I'm very much, I should just like cycle through all the songs. Let's see. I'm not sure if this is the one you're talking about. Because the game is raining all the time. I'm not sure if this is the one you're referring to. Yeah, okay, good. This is a banger. Okay, so let's try this. Alright, so we took a screenshot. We have our temporary directory here. We're gonna paste it in. There's a screenshot. We close it. Screenshot gets destroyed. Alright, we're good. Next. Alright, we have save image here. Alright. Okay. So what we're gonna do now is something that's a little bit difficult. What we want to do is loop through every resource. There's a couple ways we could do this, I guess. One is to put save. I guess that's, yeah, we could do it that way, I suppose. There's a couple ways we could do this, as I think I just said. Let me go back to resources. Close the others. So we can put a boolean basically that indicates that the resource should be saved, and then the project, when saving, can save the resource. That's an idea. That way we don't have to loop through the... No, that won't work, because the resource bank is global. It's not just restricted to the current project. So if you like open different projects, it'll save more and more screenshots or more pieces of data. So we want to loop through just the cards in the current project and basically see, like, do you guys need to save your file, essentially. Okay. So that's what we're gonna do. So we have our save data here. We're gonna basically say for page and range project.root folder .pages for card in range page.cards if card.properties get save file or save image as bool. Let me do this from props name. All right, that should be a good start. So then we say basically, if it has save image, then we assume that it needs to be saved because it can only be true. I guess that's actually not true. It can definitely not be true. Contents, no. Card, no. I'm mind flooded. Oh, page. Handle external paste. So the only way that save image should be false is if you load a different image. So browse. When you browse, I'm trying to see what possibilities, because basically alright, here's what we're gonna do. For now, let's just make so that it'll save the image. So save image, okay, so we're setting save image to be true if you're pasting in a screenshot. So if it has save image, then we wish to get the file path, and then following that, we wish to save the let's see, saved images map string byte, something like that. So then we can say, for example, saved images file path equals png decode. Because we wrote it to disk, so we have to read it from disk in order to save it to disk. Is that right? Okay, so we're going to decode we're gonna open first the file. Now we're gonna ignore any errors. You know what? No. We'll just panic on it for now. Otherwise, we will decode png.encode. Writes the image to W in PNG format. Okay, so this would be image data. And then this would be the writer. For the writer, we need it to be new bytes.writer. New buffer. Does that work? Cannot use it. Alright, and then saved images. I can't just do... No, I can't. Something like that. I don't think this will work, but let's see if it does. Alright, so at least it got here. So we're saving writer. Does it new buffer string? Oh, isn't it? I can just read it, right? Yeah, I can just read it. I don't have to encode it. I can just say PNG file dot or bytes dot read. Yeah, we can do it this way. Okay. Yeah, way better, way better, way better. All right, that gets us closer. Then what we need to do is save data equals sjson.set raw, I believe. And then it's going to be, this is going to be the saved images. Excuse me. And this is going to be this. Why doesn't this work? Oh, set. Okay. There we go. Alright, this is bananas, but I think this is right. I believe this is what we need. So, you take a screenshot of something, You can paste it into the program. We save the project. Yo, and then we got this. Very cool. So it does work. It's going to be way, I think, too heavy, but it does work. The actual screenshot is 337 kilobytes. I'm going to guess mine is going to be like 2 megabytes. Oh, that's not so bad. 450. It's not bad. 450 kilobytes compared to 337. So it's not great, but it seems like it might be diminishing returns, kind of. Or the bigger the image, or maybe, yeah, like the bigger the image. Wait, no, this is different. This data is different. It didn't used to be like this. It used to be a lot more. Maybe because I'm reading it directly from the disk and saving it. It used to be a lot bigger. Anyway, this works. I'm surprised. This actually works. So then, when we deserialize, we would read this image, and this is gonna be a little weird. When we deserialize, we would read the saved images first. Grab this image, decode it, and save it to disk somewhere in temp. Then we would read this string, because we can't ensure that if we get another temp file. Butler says it looks like you are actually saving the file content now. Before you were saving a lot of U0021 characters. Yeah, I was like, maybe that's how it is, but this does definitely look more like a PNG file, as I recall. Zynox says hello, how's it going? But yeah, so serialization is working well. When we deserialize, we can't ensure that we would get this file name again, so we can't like use this. We can't create this image and just place it here. It also is a concern if you are working cross-platform. There's no way, like you might not have a /temp directory, or would not have a /temp directory on a Windows computer. Fez Pazarino says, "Sup, Lunar Soul, hello. How's it going?" So with that in mind, we can't use this file path. All this is basically a link to the card. So these two values are the same. So we would decode this, make a new image, place it in our temp directory. It would have a new file name. Then we would basically find the card that uses this image and instead use this file path. Yeah, that's it. All right, that's not too bad. It's not too bad. My brain is dying. I've been streaming for almost 3 hours, but this stream has only been live for an hour and a half. Check out the beginning of the stream if you want to know what happened. Okay, so let's finish off. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna say for image and range data, gjson.get save images. It's a map though, right? Yeah, it's not an array. right, and then all right, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make a sync. Yeah, we're gonna make a thing for this, I guess, because we're doing this twice. We're doing it here when you paste it in, and then we're gonna do it again here when we have the image data, but we want to. Yeah, okay. So we're gonna move this out. We're gonna go to common. Write image to temp. Let's see, ff error is equal to make sure I'm not messing anything up. All right. Clipboard image is going to be a sequence of bytes. There we go. So that's write image to temp. We go back to page. We say okay, so something like this. It doesn't return the file name. We need it. I guess we'll just return the file. We can't return the file itself. Do we need the file itself? We just need the name. Okay. So return blank error. Return file dot name error. All right, there we go. Go back here. File. Okay. All right, so that's that. Let's see, project. Let's create temp. Write image to temp. We need image data. Why does this not work? Oh, we need it's a byte array. This would be a string then. Okay. So we're saving the image file names to a string slice. So that later, after deserializing, after deserializing, we can loop through all pages, loop through all cards, see if card hold on. Let's see if properties. that's a step in the right direction. Let's see. All right. All right, so if the if we're saving the image, this is opening. If we're saving the image, then we wish to. We already wrote the image to temp. So I guess this would be a map actually. This would be a map of string to string, because the file name. The original file name should map to the new file name. So write image to temp, new f name, new f name. Then if it is save image, then card.properties.get file name, file path, set saved image file names. Card.properties get file path dot string. All right, that is, I believe that is it. We will see if it works. All right, so print screen. You can grab a portion of your desktop. You can paste it into MasterPlan now. You can save. When you save, it gets saved to the plan. So this is here's everything. Here's the screenshot. So we're cool, right? Where are we at? I closed MasterPlan, the file got deleted, so that's good. So we're good. We're starting fresh. Now when we load it, it never created the file, it looks like. Yeah, never created the file. Image temp. Let's see. Does it have clipboard image? Like, is there anything in here? Are we not calling write image to temp? When we load, is it not called saved images? It's saved images with a capital I. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna keep it case insensitive. Saved images. So it will be like this. Let's see. JSON data, saved images. Oh, whoops. It should be string JSON data. There we go. All right, better. All right, we got something. We got something. It's not able to be loaded. Now I'm guessing. I'm guessing that there's some sort of issue here. Because we're writing the image to temp. Oh, lordy. So we're setting the image, definitely. That seems to be fine. When we open it, we were writing it to temp, and then doing that. Then we loop through and we say we're setting the new file path. That works, or that should work. New f name, image to temp. Byte. Maybe we can't. Maybe it must be this step where we're writing it to and from string that's causing problems. Do we need to decode it? We shouldn't have to, right? Because when we write the string, we're writing it directly. We're just reading the data as a sequence of bytes and then plopping it down. So when we reread it, we're taking it from the string and turning it into a sequence of bytes, and we plop it down. That should definitely work. It's bugged. Let's go back. There we go. Alright, so let's try this again, because it might be something else. We will print out a small section of our screen. We will save it. Yeah, it's smaller, I believe. Now if we load the project, yeah, I don't think that worked. Even though it did work, I think it was just loading the old screenshot. Yeah. I think the issue is here. For some reason, the image that we are creating isn't a PNG. So we can't just grab this text, basically. I feel like I'm right there. I'm like literally right there. Like if I can get this one step to work, I think it'll be pretty much golden. And this is something a couple of people have asked for, which would be cool to implement. So if we assume I'll have to, yeah, I might have. Yeah, I might have to go. I might not be able to solve this right now, unfortunately, but it's been fun. Even despite the obvious screw up, where I was streaming for an hour and started an hour late because I was streaming and didn't even start the stream. But it was a lot of fun. It was very productive, even if it wasn't how I planned it to go. I do appreciate everyone coming through, and I thank you very much for watching me struggle. Yeah, if you would like to support development, please feel free to check out my work. Look at the link in the description. I have my Patreon, I have Itch, I have Steam, store pages for MasterPlan here, and I would appreciate it if you gave it a shot. Thank you very much for watching. I've been SolarLune, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side next time. See ya.